Hi everyone, I'm Vivian, and this is my last class, data698, and also this is my final project. And my project is about climate change. So I got inspired by the Democratic debate. First one to the third one, I watched I watched all of them, and also I watched the 2016 debate, and I find out that it's very interesting. In 2016, um, they barely talk about climate change, but it's happening, right? So as we can see, there are a lot of natural disasters, wildfire in Amazon, um, the hurricane we just had. I'm in New York, so I kind of like like I know now it's like a hurricane season, so we're kind of very pay attention to those news as well, like the hurricane in Bahamas, right? So like there's so many natural disasters that we cannot control and we cannot really do anything. So and that's make me really concerned about our climate. So that's why I want to do this project. And especially like when those candidates in Democratic and they mention about climate change, what they want to do, and also it becomes like the top concern of voters. So I think it will be interesting to look at like from their point of view, to see like how we're gonna deal with the climate change and how bad it's gonna be. So I'm gonna compare three candidates, which is Bernie Sanders. Hold on, let me find the website. Okay, here. So Bernie Sanders, he mentioned about the Green New Deal, and which is gonna cost us $16.3 trillion, which is a lot of money, which is like unimaginable money. And so I want to look at like his policies or proposals and to see if that's gonna work or not. And then the second one right here is this is the first one, the Green New Deal. And then the second one is Elizabeth Warren. Now she mentioned about the clean energy, and she want to change everything into the renewable energies by 2000, I think 2030 or 2050. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna look at that further. But last, not least, is the Andrew Yang, which is I personally support. Well, when I look at his proposal, now some of them I really agree with him, because the climate change, we are during the climate change. That's why like my title for my project is Life During Climate Change. Well, a lot of people think life after climate change. We live in a concept. We think, oh, climate change is happening, but it's gonna happen after we die. Our future generation is gonna live in the consequences, but we're not, which is I think is not true. And also, it's really difficult to avoid climate change, especially look at us like we're using the cars, we use the fossil energies. We are using like at least 10 times fast for the climate change. Like this is insane. So that's why. Well, one thing about Andrew Yang's proposal, and which is very interesting, is he mentioned about new energy, the nuclear energy. I want to look into that as well, because I think that probably is one of our outlets to do to change the energies, not just like the Green New Deal, like charge a lot of money, or just saying that, oh, we're gonna change to the clean energy, but how, what are we gonna do? So that's why I'm pretty interested in Andrew Yang's proposal about the climate change. So I'm gonna focus on more about like his proposals. And then in the meanwhile, I'm like inspired by this book, which is Life After Warming. And as you can see, my title is got inspired by it as well. So this book is very interesting, and also it's very sad when I read those, because I feel like we're gonna we're gonna die, or by 2050, like the entire human race. It sounds pretty awful, but like he mentioned a lot of things in this book is about like what if um, our just temperature increased by certain degrees, and what's gonna happen, and this and that, which is very very interesting to me, because whatever he said there, it doesn't happen yet. Well, it's not. Well, it doesn't happen yet, but we know it's coming. So I want to know that if that is predictable, as he said, like we're gonna have like more and more natural disasters. I think I have it right here. Yeah, like by only 2-degree increases, the ice sheet began their collapse. 400 million more people will suffer from water scarcity. Major cities in the equatorial band of the planet will become unlivable. And there's so many things, and which is very interesting. But in his book, since he's really not what this author is, which is a reporter, really not like a scientist for the climate or something. So he didn't really list a lot of like graphs, tables, like what our data science do, right? Like finding the data and analyze it, and then find a correlation between certain variables. So now that is the part that I feel I need to do something. That I want to look at like many data set and to see if whatever he said there is right or wrong, because we need the solid proof to prove that. So that's why that's my whole project about. Now, first of all, is to look at these 3 candidates whose proposal about climate change, like how do we deal with, is better. And the second thing right here is about this book. This book is very well written, but I need to know that any number he lists there, like 32 times more natural disasters or such and such, like where he got that number, I want to know that. So I want to use the data science to analyze that and to see how things going. So that's my whole project about. So this is my proposal, and I'm probably gonna also, while I'm doing my project, I probably will change here there. But I think this is a very interesting topic, and I'm personally I'm really interested in that. So thank you.